The bullet heaven genre has exploded in recent years, hasn't it? Every week seems to bring another Vampire Survivors clone promising to be the next big thing. Most fall flat, but Soulstone Survivors, this one actually delivers on its promises. And then some. After spending countless hours diving deep into GameSmithing's ambitious project, I can confidently say this isn't just another Survivors-like. It's a content-packed behemoth that respects both your intelligence and your time. Sure, it follows the familiar formula of auto-attacking while dodging screen-filling hordes. But the execution here is something special. Let's get the fundamentals out of the way first. You control a Void Hunter through various dimensions, battling endless enemy waves until you've slain enough to trigger boss encounters. 5 bosses down, run complete. Simple enough, right? Wrong. That simplicity is deceptive. What sets Soulstone Survivors apart is its sheer mechanical depth. We're talking 350+ active and passive skills that can be mixed, matched, and upgraded in ways that'll make your head spin in the best possible way. The game doesn't just throw numbers at you, it creates genuine synergies that transform your playstyle completely. Take the rune system, for instance. You can equip 8 runes total, with 3 directly affecting specific skills, while others boost core attributes. I spent one evening just experimenting with different combinations, and each setup felt like playing an entirely different game. One run had me as a poison-spewing death machine, the next as a fire-wielding berserker who could melt bosses in seconds. The progression system here is brilliant. Unlike games that gate content behind arbitrary time walls, Soulstone Survivors rewards experimentation and skill. Each of the 22 unlockable characters brings unique weapons, skill trees, and specializations to the table. Yes, 22. Some are mounted and move so fast they don't need dodge mechanics. Others focus on specific damage types or defensive strategies. Here's where things get really interesting. Most Survivors likes give you a handful of maps and call it a day. Soulstone Survivors laughs at that approach and serves up 3 distinct game modes, each with their own flavor and challenge level. Void Fields is your standard mode, but standard doesn't do it justice. 5 biomes might sound limited until you realize each has 5 difficulty tiers that fundamentally change how you play. Higher tiers introduce curses that limit healing, buff bosses, and generally make your life miserable in the most entertaining way possible. Then there's Unholy Cathedral, a boss rush mode in cramped quarters that'll test every skill you've learned. And Titan Hunt? Imagine fighting screen-filling behemoths that make regular bosses look like warm-up exercises. Each mode feels distinct enough to warrant separate mastery attempts. But wait, there's more. I know I sound like a late-night infomercial, but hear me out. The Endless mode removes all safety nets. No more 5-boss limit, just you, your build, and an ever-escalating challenge that continues map after map until you finally meet your match. It's where the game's true depth shines, and where you'll discover synergies you never knew existed. The meta progression keeps things fresh too. Different colored crystals and materials needed for upgrades are unlocked by completing runs on specific maps. This prevents the dreaded grind by giving every run a purpose beyond just get better at the game. 22 characters sounds impressive on paper, but do they actually play differently? Surprisingly, yes. While they share a universal skill pool, their base stats, weapons, and specializations create genuinely distinct experiences. The mounted character I mentioned earlier completely changes movement dynamics. Others excel at specific damage types or have unique interaction with certain runes. I found myself gravitating toward different characters based on my mood and the specific challenge I wanted to tackle. Visually, Soulstone Survivors opts for a stylized 3D approach that holds up beautifully even when chaos fills the screen. Hundreds of enemies, particle effects, explosions. The game handles it all without breaking a sweat. The spectacle of a fully powered late-game character clearing screens is genuinely impressive. Audio presentation is more of a mixed bag. The voice acting feels amateurish, and characters repeat the same lines far too frequently. Background music is competent but repetitive during longer runs. These aren't deal breakers, but they do remind you this is an indie production with budget constraints. Performance-wise, I experienced zero issues across multiple platforms. Frame rates stayed stable even during the most intense moments, which is crucial for a genre that demands precise movement and timing. Soulstone Survivors doesn't reinvent the Survivors-like formula. It perfects it. The game understands that content depth trumps surface-level innovation every time. Instead of chasing trends or adding unnecessary complexity, gamesmithing focused on creating a system with genuine variety and meaningful choices. Is it perfect? No. The audio could use work, and some UI elements feel clunky during intense moments. But these minor irritations fade into the background when you're deep in a run, discovering new synergies and pushing your builds to their absolute limits. After dozens of hours, I still feel like I'm barely scratching the surface. There are character combinations I haven't tried, difficulty tiers I haven't conquered, and synergies waiting to be discovered. That's the mark of a game designed for longevity rather than quick thrills. If you're looking for the next evolution in bullet heaven games, one that respects both your time and intelligence, Soulstone Survivors delivers in spades. At $15, it's an absolute steal for the amount of content on offer. Just don't expect to put it down anytime soon.